play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun now for Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
That's cut beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm?
How are you just getting that?
Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Good little rip there.
Well, just come on, but stop being like that.
Gardner Johnson there on the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they take him down right along the 30. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. From the gun, Stroud. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And this is a huge loss on the play.
Hey, Kate, you were out there with me on the West Coast, and I was spoiled and you were spoiled. When we watch that Legion of Boom, we watch 2 of the best safeties in the game, Cam and Earl, bringing the pain, bringing the heat, bringing tackles just like that for significant losses.
And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. They pick up a single yard, still well behind the sticks for this third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's on the move. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Fields this clean at the 30. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. This one returned for 11 yards. And it's going to be Texans football. First and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points.
Set.
Hurts now from the gun. Completed left side to Smith. And he'll go down here at the 16. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Barkley gets it on third down. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought
That's
he
my
had a
game.
touchdown there.
That's my
It's
game.
second and goal. Back to throw. Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. He's looking for Dallas Goedert there.
Bro, whatever you talking about, littering, bro, it's not freaking sound.
Throwing here, Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all
You're
sorts of
probably
different ways.
playing on easy
In a
mode.
league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp. You're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days. When you can make a play in the open field, keep them short
I'm
like
playing
that,
on that.
I promise you, some money will follow.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon.
Yeah, give me a tackle, boy.
But only a couple of yards there. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I gotta get off
It's the
here.
2-minute warning.